Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Taisha with Organized Plans. I want to start by thanking all of my returning subscribers for spending some time with me today. And if you're new to my channel and haven't subscribed yet, I would love to have you. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing craft room storage solutions for all your planner accessories and sticker books. So if you like to see different options, price points, aesthetics for storage solutions, then just keep on watching and let's get started. Okay, so I thought this would be a fun video to make and share, as I know many of us are getting new items in from different releases or from holiday shopping, cyber deals, Black Friday, Christmas gifts, and as you're entering into the new year, you may be thinking about, how am I going to store all this stuff? And so I wanted to just share some different options. This is by no means, everything that's out there on the market, but just some things that I'm using in my craft room. And I wanted to just share some options that I think, are covering all different kinds of price points, from super cheap to, more moderate price, and then different things that just have different looks and aesthetics to it, depending on the look that you want to go with for your space. So I'm going to be starting with accessories, and then I'm going to move into sticker storage solutions. And I do want to thank everyone for watching my craft room tour, and just for all the feedback that you shared and comments and likes and so forth. It was a really fun video to make. And if you missed that video, it's definitely, I can link it down below in the description of this video so you can see the full craft room tour. And then in this video, I'll be talking about the actual storage solutions. So I'm going to actually start with maybe just some simple items so that you probably saw in the craft room tour. So the first item, and I'm going to try to show this and share this stuff as best as possible. This is what I'm using for washi storage. This is a container that I picked up from Michael's. I do believe they sell this also, something very similar, on Amazon. And it has 3 drawers to it. It is acrylic, and I use this to store all of my washi tapes. And so this works out really well because it's got some lines in between, just to kind of keep it in rows and, kind of keep everything in place. So that's what I'm using for my washi tape storage. Again, I picked this up from Michael's, but they do sell something pretty similar on Amazon, which I will try to link below everything that I can, again, down in the description box of this video. The next thing I'm going to share is for my disc, and this is really focused on my metal disc. And it's just this container. It's kind of like just a kind of standard craft container. I picked this up from Michael's. It's just clear, it's plastic, and it has these little slots in here. And this is what I'm using to store all of my metal disc. I think it looks good. I'm a visual person, and I think, number one, it looks appealing to me, and I like how everything is just kind of contained, and hopefully will minimize some of the scratching and so forth. So I picked this up from Michael's. It was just a few dollars, and sometimes you can even get like their different storage items on sale. So that's what I'm using to store all my metal discs. I have seen some people use like rings, and you can just slide the disc on the rings and just kind of have it stored that way. But that's what I'm using for, this is what I'm using for my space. The next item I'm going to talk about are these Happy Planner. They're called planner storage containers or planner storage albums, maybe something to that effect. And it kind of snaps out like that, and it's meant to store your used your finished like planners like from prior years. But I am have this on these plastic gold expander disc, and I'm actually using this to store all of my Happy Planner covers and folders. And so I like this because I can kind of match up the covers with the folders. I like doing that and changing out my covers with like the seasons and months and so forth. So this has been a great solution for me, and I know that they do still sell these on the Happy Planner website. I picked up mine from Joanne, so you can check that website or the mobile app or happyplanner.com. So that's what I'm using this one for, to store all of my covers and folders. And again, I can just kind of snap this and again, just kind of keep everything contained together, just like that. And then similarly, I have a second one, and I use this one to store all of my envelopes and a dashboard or bookmarks, whatever you want to call it. So I love these like envelopes. I have a bunch of them, and because they're kind of classic size, they just fit on here perfectly. And then also just any of my bookmarks and so forth. As I like to change out my planner, I can just see, what bookmarks I already have that I could use and might coordinate. And I can fit, kind of all different sizes on here, as you can see. Some that are just kind of even the full sheet. I still got plenty of room. And that's what I'm using to store all of my dividers and all of my envelopes. Okay. And then moving on to paper. We all, have a lot of filler paper. Sometimes I like getting filler paper to, kind of just add in extra sheets or like notes, paper that I can use for note taking at work and so forth. So this container is from Ikea, and I'm trying to think of the line that this is from. Again, I'll work to link everything down below as I can. But this one is a really nice size. This is classic filler paper size, as you can see, and I have this stacked up to the brim, so plenty of room to, just to store all my paper. It's very deep, and I can just put a lot in here. So I like this. This is very sturdy. It's kind of a heavier plastic, and I, again, picked this up from Ikea. I did at one point take all of my filler paper out, and I was storing it actually in those black storage planner storage things that I was just showing, and I just had them on disc and so forth. But I just you can only store so much paper that way, and I have a lot here. So I found this solution just to work a bit better for me, and it's just everything's laid down flat. So I think the only thing is when I'm looking for a certain paper, I have to kind of dig through it, but I do tend to keep it in the plastic packaging just to try to not bend or tear the paper. So that's what I'm using for classic size filler paper, also like extension packs, things like that. then for my big size paper, which I don't have quite as much of, so I'm using this also from Ikea container, and it is just that, you know, kind of white plastic. And this one is not quite as deep, but as I said, I don't have as much big size filler paper. So for me, this works well. Again, I keep most of it still in the plastic just to try to, you know, not get it dirty or torn or bent and things like that. So, and so this size container, it, you know, definitely is bigger than a big size, you know, letter size sheet. So, and I just store it flat, and I can stack these. So I'll put the lid on, and then I can stack something on top of it. And that works really well for storing my big size filler paper. So I think that is it for accessories. The disc, washi, and paper, folders, old covers, and envelopes and bookmarks. So now I'm going to move on and talk about sticker storage. So as I mentioned, I have a number of options here, and price points. So I'm actually going to start with these two, and this container is actually just from the Dollar Tree. And I was using a container like this for a number of years. You know, the plastic is not quite as heavy, and you know, this one, you can bend it, you know, a lot more than like the Ikea one as an example, but it did work for me. It did serve the purpose. I know, I think the Dollar Tree prices have gone up to $1.25, but this is what I was using to store stickers, and I really like this because I could store a bunch of sticker books in it. I think at least like 25 or 30. And so I would just have these containers kind of lined up long ways, and then I could just kind of look at all my stickers. So I'm actually going to, I have a bunch of sticker books here. So I actually am going to just do a quick test just to show you how many you could store in here, because I'm kind of curious now. And again, it kind of works best to fill it all the way up so it's not kind of slouching down. So, and the more you fill it, you know, the more that it will stand. So I want to just put all of these in here. Again, still plenty of room for even more sticker books. So let's just do a little bit of a test. And that's probably the max that I can get in here. And I'm just going to do a quick count. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So maybe 32 would just, you know, kind of fit perfectly. And everything's standing up. And again, that is a lot of sticker books that, you know, would fit perfectly. And so this is if you're just on a super budget and you want something really, really inexpensive, then definitely check out the Dollar Tree for these shoe box containers. They're just clear, and they have a white lid to it, but you know, you don't need the lid for this. And as I said, I think, you know, this works really well to store a bunch of sticker books. And these all fit the Happy Planner value pack, you know, size sticker books. So I know the Happy Planner also has some sticker books that are kind of a larger or jumbo size. As an example, this one here. Also, I tend to shop with a lot of the small sticker shops, and those size stickers won't fit in the shoebox. They almost fit, but they bend. So, like, here's an example. Here's one from Mojo Jojo Plans. Let me just take out some of these. Like, they fit, but they kind of bend a little bit. So I wouldn't suggest the shoe boxes for the small shop sticker books. And so another solution from the Dollar Tree is this container here. And it is just, I got it in white. I think they have it in like gray and maybe orange and tan. I've seen it a few different colors, for the seasons. But this fits these sticker books perfectly. And I'm just going to try to back up a little bit more just to hopefully you can see everything. But these fit these stickers books perfectly, and you can get a lot in here. So just kind of showing here. And again, this bin is only $1.25 from the Dollar Tree, and you still have a bit of room on both sides. You have to, it kind of works well if you fill it up so it's not, the sticker books aren't leaning so much. But this is another good option if you're on a budget, and at least you could, kind of go with white or gray or, just depending on what look you want for your space. And this works really well for an inexpensive price. And that works. And I should have also showed for the Happy Planner. It's a little tight. It bends a little bit. So for the Happy Planner, you might have to actually turn it this way just to make sure that it's not bent, at all. Okay, so that is the two options that I wanted to show you from the Dollar Tree. So now I'm going to move on to what I'm using to store these kind of items, and that is these containers from Ikea, and just the same one that I just showed that I'm using to store my filler paper. I'm also using to store my sticker books, and I really like this larger size one because I can fit 2 rows in here, at a time. And so I'm almost able to store, I should maybe do a count so that you can see this. So let's just put all of these in here. That's probably the max, somewhere around the max that it will take. So if you have all classic size or the value pack sticker books, that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. But then 2 rows, so it's like 44 sticker books that could be stored in this one bin, very easily. And so I like that because, you can, instead of getting multiple smaller containers, you can go up in size for just a few more dollars and store basically twice as much. So that's what I'm using from Ikea. Are those bins. I do have the bins in the smaller size as well. And I like to use this size for storing my small shop sticker books, but they won't fit this way, as you can see, it kind of bends a little bit. So I do have to turn it this way. But nonetheless, I can still fit a pretty nice size amount in here. And again, it works well if you kind of fill it all the way up so that they're not leaning too much. So I'll just do that and kind of stack it up. And as you can see, that's how it would work and stand up perfectly. And same thing for the Happy Planner large sticker books. As you can see, that just fits in here perfectly, plenty of space. If you try to turn it this way, it's just too big. Excuse me, but if you turn it this way, it will fit just fine. And so I'll just use that same container. And as you can see here, this is how, in that very same size, is how I'm storing all of my Happy Planner larger sticker books in that same container. And if you don't live nearby in Ikea and you don't want to order on the Ikea website and pay for shipping, but you like the look of those two containers from Ikea, then another option that I wanted to share is at Target in the Bright Room collection or brand in Target. They have a very similar design of the white Ikea containers. These say the Pantry container. So these were kind of in the kitchen section of Target, but you can see these are very similar. The Ikea one just has a glossy finish. The white one, the Target one, has more of a matte, and it has a little bit deeper slope versus the Ikea one. But otherwise, they are pretty much the same size and pretty inexpensively priced, and you know, is another good alternative if you like the Ikea but you don't have one near you or don't want to order online and pay for shipping and so forth, but you do have a Target. Then definitely check out the Bright Room collection. And again, these are the Pantry ones. And similarly to the larger size Ikea container, there's also a larger one from Target. Again, Bright Room, open front, pantry organizer. And so it has kind of that same depth, just a little bit deeper slope than the Ikea one, and really well priced. So definitely check out your Target if you want to go with something similar. Another item from Target is they also buy the Bright Room line. They have these acrylic containers, and they are clear. This is the smaller one, and then this is the larger one that I have. And again, depending on the look that you want to go for in your space, these can work out really well. So I'll just show you an example. This one I would use to store the Happy Planner sticker books. And as you can see, they just fit perfectly in here. And you can store a bunch of them. Probably not quite as many as with the Ikea ones, but still a lot. And again, if you want a certain, you know, kind of minimal look in your craft space, or just, you know, you like the acrylic containers and you want everything to have that similar look, then these would work really well. They fit perfectly. You can get a bunch more sticker books in here. And I really like these a lot. I think, again, these are from Bright Room, and these are more for bathroom. It just says stackable bin. and I'll look to link these down below. In the larger size, and I guess I should just check really quickly. Let's see here. So for the smaller size, it will not fit the Happy Planner one. It's too wide, but if you turn it this way, it can fit the sticker book. And same thing for the small shop sticker books. Let's see if you, if you try to turn it on the long ways, it's just kind of bending it. But if you store it this way, it will fit perfectly. You've got plenty of room on both sides. And same thing with the Happy Planner one, the Happy Planner large one. So that is how you could use the smaller container. And then for the larger one, again, you could do the Happy Planner one sticker book, and you would be able to fit a ton in here, and you still got plenty of space, you know, on both sides to make it stand without, you know, plenty of room on both sides. Again, that acrylic look, and then same thing for the small shop ones. And you could just line them all up and get a ton in this container. If you did not want to use it for, or if you wanted to also use it in addition to storing your stickers, if you wanted to use it to store filler paper as an example, like I was showing, that would work perfectly as well. This is, you know, for classic size filler paper, you could store it just like this. It fits perfectly. I don't think it would fit the big size, but let's just give it a quick test and see. Take that one out. And yeah, it won't fit. It's just a little bit too snug, but it definitely would fit the classic size filler paper. Have plenty of room to spare, and of course you could fill this all the way up to the brim. I like that it has the kind of handles here. This is a very heavy acrylic, and I like the look of it too. And I think this would be a very durable option, and again, not too expensive. And then the very last option I have here is by the Happy Planner itself, and that is the sticker storage boxes that they came out with. These are cardboard material, and you just kind of bend it in place. And it does have these two adhesive strips. It has like the paper over top of it, but you would remove those strips and then just stick it on and hold it in place and make sure, you know, it stays in place. Maybe, I think they recommend for 24 hours before you put anything in it. But from here, if you had, and I'm pretty sure the Happy Planner still sells a lot of these sticker storage boxes on their website. I've also seen them at Joann as well. But as you can see, you'll just put the sticker books in here, and they just line up really well. And probably could get maybe, let's see, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So maybe somewhere around like 21, 22 sticker books in here, in these storage boxes. I think this might be maybe, you know, kind of, it's cardboard, so maybe not as durable of a solution. But the other thing that is great about these sticker storage boxes by the Happy Planner is these do fit into kind of the standard size of the rolling carts that you can get from like Ikea or Michael's. And so that is nice. You could stack a few of these, maybe 2 or 3 of them on the top of the rolling carts, and then, you know, slot your sticker books in like that. And that could be a good option if you have one of those rolling carts to use these sticker storage containers. And then very similarly, they have one that is a little bit wider, again, also by the Happy Planner. And these are also just another storage container. You can put your sticker books in here, maybe store your planner in the back. And this works out well in terms of putting, kind of doing this one-handed. You could get, you know, maybe 8 different sticker books here, and then some here and here, and then enough room for like a classic size planner. So these work out really well too. So that is the last option that I wanted to show. Again, this one by the Happy Planner. And so, yeah, that is everything in terms of items that I have to share. So hopefully that gave you some ideas, again, depending on the aesthetic that you want for your space, the price point that you want to stay within, and the look that you want to go for. So, you know, between accessories and disc and sticker books and paper, this is everything that I'm using in my space. So hopefully this is giving you some ideas as well. Definitely let me know what you think down in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to click the like button and give me a big thumbs up. Would greatly appreciate you subscribing. I thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye, friends.